8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. It feels good to be back. Excuse me. Whew. Hope you guys enjoyed your week. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. And I really hope you guys are enjoying this nice weather on the East Coast, like Jersey, Philly, New York, because it's fucking like 75 degrees right now. After I shoot this episode, I'm gonna go for a little walk, you know what I'm saying, get some air, probably order some food, watch these Knicks versus Heat, Lakers versus Warriors. We don't get into all that, you know. Last week I had to take off, I wasn't feeling well. Long story short, I gotta stop drinking Eddie. Whew. Not a fan of it. I'm a Grand Marnier kind of guy. It's sweet, goes down easy. The next day, whew, fucked me up. But anyway, we'll get right to it. Last time I seen you guys, it was the Memphis Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Lakers. Dillon Brooks talking his shit. They get blown out by 40 in game 6 by a guy who's damn near 40. And the Memphis Grizzlies turn around and say they will not re-sign Dillon Brooks in any circumstance. That's pretty harsh. I'm not gonna laugh at a nigga for losing his job, but I will laugh at a motherfucker for getting blown out by 40. Especially John Moran, who said they were good in the West. But he was looking for like 25 mil. He was a free agent. They weren't trying to pay him that much. It's a small market, blah, blah, blah. We'll see what happens. They even talking about moving Steven Adams. I've read that the Miami Heat may be interested in Dillon Brooks in the offseason. Because, you know, they like those grit and grind type of players, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. He'll get a job. Maybe not for $25 million a year. Maybe 15, 10, but hey, shit. That still ain't bad. Oh, man. Of course, you already know the Warriors beat the Sacramento Kings. And right now, they're trailing 2-1 to the Lakers. By the time you see this episode, the game will probably be starting. And like I've been saying all year, when Anthony Davis stopped playing like a 2-guard, he dominates. But as of late, he will have a great game, then a mid-game. But here's the funny thing about it. The game where he had 11 points, he was like 5 for 9. The next game, he had like 20-something points. He was like 6 for 12. Same amount of attempts, but he was more aggressive and he was at the free throw line. He wasn't passive and taking jump shots and shit. That's what they need. The only way the Lakers can go to the conference finals or even the finals if AD takes it to another level. Me personally, I was never sold on him. I always thought Boogie Cousins was better than him because Boogie was more consistent. He's going to give you 20 and 10 every game, no matter what. No matter what. And we need that from him right now. Like LeBron will come in, he'll give you 20 in the first half, and he's gassed. Like, he's at that point, like, right now, like, all right, cool. I can get it started, but I can't finish it. And, like, this is the kind of team where everyone has to play good for them to win. Like, for the Warriors, Steph can go all out, and they can win. But if everyone on the Lakers play good, I'm talking about AD, LeBron give you 25, everybody else gives you like 10, 15, Lakers gonna win. Now, one series I slept on was the Suns and the Nuggets series. Now it's 2-up. Both home teams won their games like they're supposed to. Now we got us a series. Same thing with the Sixers and the Celtics. They each won a game on the other team's court. Oh, man. It's like, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't want to see the Celtics win. I want Embiid and Doc Rivers to get it done. James Harden too. I want them to go to the conference finals. I want it to be Sixers versus Knicks. My hometown versus my new town. You know? That's what I want to see, man. Like, I don't ask for shit. I don't ask for much. I really don't. But a conference final with the Sixers and the Knicks, oh, I'm definitely going to be at a Sixers game with my Knicks shit on. Definitely. And I would love for it to be the Sixers versus Lakers in the finals. I remember when the Lakers beat the Sixers in the finals when I first moved to Philadelphia. They was all celebrating up and down Broad Street like they won the championship. Then it was a gentleman's sweep. Lakers won game 2, 3, 4, and 5. I loved every fucking bit of it. In other news, Coach Budenholzer was fired by the Bucks after losing in the first round, which is crazy because he just won a championship a couple seasons ago. But from what I've heard, read, and you know, I'm a logical guy, common sense. I think they pretty much wanted to fire him before, but he overachieved and won a championship. And some can say only reason why they won because the Nets fell apart and was injured. So who knows? And Giannis in the press conference saying like, you know, he wanted to guard Jimmy Butler, but coach said no. Maybe they was tired of his field adjustments. And it's crazy because like I reported last time, Ime Udoka took the job in Houston. Who knows if he would have waited, he probably would have had this. But Chris Middleton and I believe also Brook Lopez are free agents after this season, well, this summer. So you don't know if he's coming back. And I don't know if Giannis could do it all by himself. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Did I have any other NBA news? No, I did not. But one crazy thing that happened this weekend, Lovers and Friends weekend, I believe it's in Las Vegas or Los Angeles, whatever, wherever the fuck it is, it's on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Usher was headlining, whatever. He threw an event for Chris Brown, who everyone has been yearning, except for me, I really don't care, about a versus between Usher and Chris Brown. And then allegedly there was a different kind of versus, like Chris Brown's crew versus Usher. They saying that Chris Brown beat Usher's ass. I have the video of what exactly happened. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Take a look right here. Take a look.
Oh.
Hey, look, man, I think you should calm down. Ah!
Yeah.
You can't have my wife!
Tom! Daddy! What did you do to Usher?
Jasmine?
Daddy! Leave Usher alone! What are you doing? Why are you trying to kill Usher? What
Yes,
did Usher ever do to
Superfly.
you?
Jasmine wanted to meet Usher.
You're an animal! Is Usher okay?
So you're not...
No.
Easy, boys.
Don't
Okay, I see what this is. You thought that I can't get that funky ass, huh?
I'm sorry!
Fuck up, huh?
Okay, That didn't happen, but that's the first thing I thought of when I heard about Chris Brown and Usher getting into a fight. They said there was an altercation between Chris Brown and Tiana Taylor, whatever, and Usher was trying to de-escalate the situation. Chris Brown was like, "Fuck that bitch." He went back. He left the venue. Chris Brown went to talk to him. He got his ass whooped. But they both performed the next day. And Chris Brown was on the internet, and Usher was on the internet, like, showing their faces. Hey, enjoying the day. Show must go on. Look, niggas pay money for them tickets. They gonna perform. I don't know what happened, but it's just funny as shit having these two dancing at the motherfuckers get into fight. Look, 50 Cent said it before. It be the R&B motherfuckers who be more gangster than the rappers. I believe him. God damn. Oh my God. This rapper I've been following since he was signed with Jeezy, Freddie Gibbs. I fucks with him. There's a lot of questionable shit outside of rap when he's beefing with people like Jeezy, DJ Academics, Benny the Butcher, Jim Jones. Like, Jesus Christ, like this. I wish he would just rap and stop getting beat up and air it out on Twitter, because now his baby mother, his new baby mother, soon to be baby mother, Fit Mommy, she's I won't know if I would call her a porn star, because I watch porn and she's not on there, she's not famous, but she's one of them like OnlyFans type models, whatever, fucking and sucking on the internet or whatever the case may be. He knew of her profession. They got serious. He wifed her up. The matching jerseys and whatnot. They were talking about having a baby together. Like, I'm not gonna post all the tweets or whatever. It's not a gossip site, but it's just funny to me. I'm gonna go on a little fake deep dive. And then when she actually gets pregnant, he starts backpedaling and whatnot. And it's weird, because a lot of people are like, hey, if you two are broken up and you knew what kind of duty was early on while you was pregnant, why are you keeping the baby, this, that, and the fourth? Or if you're not bothered by it, you plan on raising the baby anyway, why are you putting out all these tweets and texts? Pretty much she said she was going to go and get an abortion. She realized she was like 3 or 4 weeks pregnant, and she seen the baby moving. She said she can't do it. She had texted him. He didn't answer. And she ended up turning off his phone because she was paying his phone bill. I'm probably fast forwarding and skipping through a lot of their bullshit, but if you have to pay a man's phone bill, why are you having his baby? Like, the signs be there. And the funny thing about this, while I was reading these tweets, I was playing his album, because I fuck with his raps, but I give a fuck what he do in the sack. I don't care. I find it all funny. Your life is my entertainment. Because no one asked for this information, but you guys want to put it out there. So let me comment on it. So she goes on this tirade about how she was with him when he got jumped in Buffalo. She was scrapping too. Her chain got snatched. She posted a picture of herself wearing a chain with no top on, titties out, and a picture of Benny wearing the same chain. And I'm thinking in my head like, damn, Freddie, you was out here just tweeting back this nigga wearing your girl chain and shit. Go get your woman chain back, nigga. You worrying about academics, nigga walking around with your baby mama chain on. Nasty. Then Jim Jones throws him around the fucking restaurant in Miami. But anyway, it's sad to see folks go out like this. It's like, yo, it goes both ways. These kind of dudes, I think, just ain't used to having attractive women holla at them. So when they get a certain kind of clout and money, that's what they look for. And chicks, y'all gotta understand this too. When y'all be looking for these kind of dudes too. Not all women, but these particular types. Once you started backpedaling off the child and whatnot, you should have said, you know what, I'm gonna go to the chop shop or whatever and do the damn thing. He got 3 kids, I think what, 2 or 3 baby mamas? Why would you want to be the 4th? And they're calling him a Freddie Gibbs on the internet because she had tweeted, how you gonna block me when I got whole pictures of you spreading your ass? This sounds like some shit that Amber Rose would say, and she's like, I guess his Amber Rose, no, like that I made it chick. Woo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy madness, man. Come on, Freddie, you better than this. And in other crazy sad news, a homeless man named Jordan Neely stepped onto a NYC subway train, MTA train, doing what homeless motherfuckers do. Scream, yell, be belligerent. Didn't touch nobody, hit nobody. Some random white man decided to be, you know what, I'm not gonna say random white man. Well, he's a random man, but he happened to be white. But anyway, some random man decided to take it upon himself to play hero and choke him out for 15 minutes. And 2 other, what they call strap holders, no pun intended, train riders, held him down while he choked him out for 15 minutes. And someone videotaped it. And Jordan Neely ended up dying. This man was let go. And hold on, no, I'm not gonna say this man. He has a name. He was wow, this is crazy because he actually put out a press release. I'm gonna read the press release to you guys. Hold on, give me 1 second while I find it. Here we go. It says, the law firm of Razor and Kenneth PC represents Daniel Penny. That's the guy who looks like motherfucking Doogie Howser who choked him out. A 24-year-old college student and Marine veteran. Let's stop throwing the word veteran around. He's 24 years old. He's probably in the Marines and didn't even do shit but train. Anyway, okay. Marine veteran. Earlier this week, Daniel Penny was involved in a tragic incident in the NYC subway which ended in the death of Jordan Neely. We would first like to express on behalf of Daniel Penny our condolences to those close to Mr. Neely. Mr. Neely had a documented history of violent and erratic behavior, the apparent result of ongoing and untreated mental illness. When Mr. Neely began aggressively threatening Daniel Penny and the other passengers, Daniel, with the help of others, acted to protect themselves until help arrived. Daniel never intended to harm Mr. Neely and could not have foreseen the untimely death. For too long, those suffering from mental illness have been treated with indifference. We hope that out of this awful tragedy will come a new commitment by our elected officials to address the mental health crisis in our streets and subways. Pure bullshit. First of all, he didn't touch nobody on the train. You killed him for no reason. So hopefully this dirtbag goes to jail. I don't care if he gets murdered in jail or out in the streets. What? I hope the worst things happen to him. And I hope it doesn't plan insanity or try to say he has mental illness as well. Yeah. So being loud on the train can cost you your life. So if someone kills you on the train now, and if he walks, just know, y'all let this ride. It's fucked up. And I always say I'm fortunate to never have seen nothing crazy happen on the subway. I really think I would intervene after like a minute or two. It was like, all right, yo, let him go. Let him go. Because 15 minutes, that's like 5 or 7 train stops pass by. After one train stop, door opens, get him up. Get out the train. Get off the train. There's no need to. That's a half of a TV show. Seriously. Someone just filmed it all. Madness, man. Some more pressing topics before I let go. Eboni K Williams. I always knew something was wrong with this chick when I heard she only dates wealthy white Jewish men, and when her fiance of 4 years left her before COVID to go back to his, I believe, ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, whoever, to spend it with her and his kids, and she got upset. He's like, all right, cool, I'm out. I think he still pays for a condo or a crib too. I think that I read that too. But anyway, there was some video circulating about her, how she, Yolanda, whatever her name is, asked her, would you date a bus driver? And she was like, I date him if he owns the bus. Nothing wrong with that. No, owning the bus or owning the company, like, nothing wrong with that. Because, like, end of the day, you can own a bus, you know, for cheap, whatever. You can do that. But I think personally, not even personally, the way she said it, she doubled down and tried to talk down on people who are blue collar workers. But I'm gonna play the video of the initial quote.
Know that you've said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Ayanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes, they're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because the standards and the requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on the sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in the society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus.
Here's the crazy thing about it. I know a lot of women who work at like retail jobs, fast food and whatnot, or do things like hair, nails, makeup. What if men were saying shit like, oh, you do nails? I ain't dating no chick who do nails. Unless you own a salon. I date you own a salon. You work at McDonald's? You're not a manager or like district manager? Oh, you work at Foot Locker? You're not a manager? Like, think about it. Men date down all the time. And think about it. More than likely, if you make X amount and a dude makes more, why would he want someone who makes less? Think about it. You don't want someone that makes less. You might be putting too much out here. I'm not going to say, all right, I have a friend. The only jobs I've known they worked at were McDonald's, Macy's, and EMT for like 2 or 3 months. Married, 3 kids, husband, an officer. $75,000 a year. But that overtime and extra work hours, that shit adds up. They live comfortably. They travel, have 2 cars, buy what they want, eat what they want. They're great. You know? It's crazy because I know women who drive buses and who conduct trains who live great. So what does that say for them? So like no one should date them either? Like they just, It's funny because essential workers were praised just a couple years ago. Maybe it's just years ago. A couple years now they're below average. Because she got upset when people were questioning her motives, like the way she was talking down on those who have those type of jobs. She doubled down on it, was more insulting, and was saying you were probably those who had C's and D's in school. Like, whoa, god damn, is it like that? Who hurt you? So here it goes.
So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Too funny. You know what's so funny though? Someone that posted like a video clip of Mary J. Blige and I think T-Boz on a Bill Murray show. I think that's his name. The skinny white dude who's dating Superhead. Saying like, yeah, they said the same thing. And I said, you know what? That don't mean it was cool back then. Because think about it. A bus driver was making more money than motherfucking TLC back in the day. And look at Mary J. right now. Taking care of a man. Paying Ken do alimony. Oh man, I love you though, Mary J. I'm sorry. Don't get me shot, Monet. Just kidding. But yeah, like, my thing is just that whole situation. I just think about how dudes don't really care about what women do for a living. Like, honestly, my fiance might see this. I didn't really know what she did for a living for like a good 2-3 years. Like, I just knew she worked for a bank, whatever. That she told me like, oh, I'm a project manager. Like, oh, all right, cool. Don't care. like I care, but it's like that wasn't a defining factor in me being with her. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was seeing some chick and her friend asked what I did and I was like, yeah, I'm a web designer. She's like, oh, you make a lot of money then. I was like, that was a turn off. I'm not even trying to fuck with you, I'm trying to fuck with your friend, but that term, nah, it's weird. I've dated chicks who worked retail, no jobs, or just did hair, whatever, but they were good women. You know what I'm saying? I would, nudge them in the right direction, certain things, but some of them, just wasn't for them. I'm good now though. But yeah, that was my before I let go. I have to just touch base on that. Mark Lamont Hill had something to say about it too. They needed to get in the whole black women are the only women who are supposed to date down. There is no number for that. Like, and it's all bullshit. Most men date down too. And this is the same motherfucker who said trans women are women. We're not even gonna touch that subject. 'Cause I don't even know what the fuck he would be touching. But yeah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Oh, like I always say, man, she ain't for matrimony. She for the mattress, homie. I am the Pochuck Paul. Peace out. Let's go Lakers. Let's go Knicks. Mm.